How's it going, guys? I'm Dr. P, as always, and welcome back today for another Fortnite video. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about one of the biggest theories going around right now, something brand new that has been thought about basically in the last 24 hours by a lot of people on Reddit, social media. I've seen it all over the place, and I thought I would give my 2 cents on it as well. Before we get into the video, though, if you could do me a favor, drop a like on this thing, that would be much appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with everything Fortnite related in terms of the storyline, news, info, and more. I got you covered right here on the channel. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So, as I'm sure you guys have heard, there have been leaks saying that Moisty Mire will be at least 80% majority destroyed at the end of the season, and that is like the most likely destination for the rocket to hit. So, with that said, you think about it and you say, well, Moisty Mire, if there is a true villain like Omega or Omen or the Blockbuster, any of those that are trying to launch this rocket and cause the most destruction, why would you launch it at Moisty Mire intentionally if your goal is to do the most destruction possible? Because Moisty Mire, is a very low populated area, not too many people go there, so if you're trying to wipe out people, seems like a very illogical place to go to. Now, I made a video a few days ago, and I detailed in that video a new leak that shows a rocket hologram under the map in Salty Springs, so there has definitely been upcoming rumors and recent rumors saying that, Salty is a likely destination too. It looks inevitable that the rocket is going to go off, and obviously it plays a big part in the Season 4 storyline, with the movie and also just the general storyline. So what I want to do is propose a big theory. Now, of course, this is nothing more than a theory because, it's just something that obviously is not confirmed, but there are a lot of signs that could possibly point towards this being real. So with that said, let's dive straight into it. So obviously, the heroes are keeping an eye on the rocket. They're keeping an eye on the rocket from afar, and it looks like they're gonna, pounce and heed the call to action as soon as it's launched and try to make an impact and save the Fortnite map in whatever way they can. As you can imagine, when missiles/rockets of this caliber are launched, they give off an enormous amount of heat. Like, I'm talking unbelievable astronomical amounts of heat. Now, Carbide, let's take a look at quickly, who he is, what his armor is made up, because I think it could very well mean something huge for the story. There's actually a material called tantalum carbide that is the second most heat-resistant material in the natural occurring world, second only to diamond. So very clearly, it can withstand a whole bunch of heat without melting, and that's where this theory really gets moving. So let's say, for example, this rocket gets launched. The heroes see what's happening and realize they have to help, so Carbide, assuming that his armor is made of tantalum carbide, goes up to the rocket and reroutes it and rethrows it, because he can absorb all this heat and not really, get hurt. He goes up there and reroutes it to Moisty Mire after it's been launched initially to hit somewhere bigger, like, Tilted or Salty Springs. And if it hits Moisty Mire, that would basically be a win for the heroes because, number one, not that many people go to Moisty. Number two, it would save a very big city, a much bigger part of the map from destruction. So I think they would cut their losses and easily trade that. I think this very well could happen and very well be what happens, to be quite honest with you, but there are a few things I want to touch on because there are some overlapping problems that we need to discuss, and I need to ask you guys for help. So if you see anything that I'm saying that makes a lot of sense or you find something else I don't say, feel free to leave it in the comments below. So obviously, everything is a movie set, or at least it started out as a movie set, right? Everything was a movie. And then when the meteor came, it kind of switched things up because nobody really knows if the meteor in the middle of the map that was a Dusty David and the Blockbuster skin that came out of it is a part of the movie, or if it's real because the meteors were not planned. So therefore, it kind of leads me to believe that the Blockbuster skin and the meteor are not movie props, but then again, they could be, who really knows? Somebody could have put the Blockbuster skin inside of the meteor when it hit to kind of add some pizzazz or add a twist to the story, so there's no real confirmation as to the legitimate, verification status of, the Blockbuster skin, or the missile, really. Who knows if that's a real prop or a fake missile? Clearly it's real. I don't think a prop missile would, actually have the capacity to launch. So there are a lot of mysteries going on right now. It looks like some parts are real and some parts are just a movie set. Now, even if the actors, Omega, Carbide, and all those squads of people are actors, who's to say they can't actually take action against a real villain if presented the opportunity to do so? You know, for example, the armor they're wearing, it looks like it grants them some kind of superpowers, even though they aren't actually real heroes and just actors. You know, for example, the hop rocks in the middle of the map, and all throughout the map, really, they're real. Like, they are actually actual existing things that give you the power to jump high. Also, in the blockbuster loading screens, you can see every single one of those people flying, you know, fighting, levitating, whatever you want to call it. So it does look like, you know, maybe they do have powers when wearing the suits. Maybe the suits are engineered in a way to give you superpowers, like some sort of a super suit. Honey, where is my super suit? Sorry, that's just my attempt at trying to do some comedy. You know how it is. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I definitely think this is an interesting idea, one that I haven't really seen up until today, so I think it's one that I definitely should have uploaded, and I hope you guys really appreciate it, because I'm doing my best to try to keep you guys updated with all the latest information, leaks, theories, that sort of stuff. So if you want to see more, make sure you go ahead and drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.